Wait for the other referee? Yeah. Come on, Jared, you're good enough.
You sure? Yeah, that's mine. I'll move that. One of the purposes of the Catholic High School Athletic Association is to promote the highest standards of fair play and sportsmanship at all times. Keeping in mind the Catholic beliefs of all our member schools, we will promote these values through behavior of our players, coaches, and spectators that is above criticism at all times throughout today's game. Any player, coach, or spectator who fails to adhere to the CHSAA Code of Conduct will be asked to leave the building. At this time, the players and coaches of each team will shake hands as a sign of importance that we place on sportsmanship in today's game. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
Live stream. As soon as you start, they start.
Who's Brian? I think that might be Andre below this. Phone? Yeah. Andre!
So who's gonna say it?
Now, what are you gonna? You're doing the book?
Yeah.
Sit next to his book.
All right.
Two books should be sitting next to each other.
Yeah, it's just he always likes me to be down near him. So I don't know. He always wants me on. I'll just check with him after.
Stay here then. Stay there then so I can get stuff from you.
I'm usually pretty good with it. I only messed up a few times last year. Is that going on the TV or?
Yeah.
Oh, really? All right. Ready to go? You ready?
I don't know. I don't find that unique.
The mic just won't?
No.
So, you ready?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Donnie Walsh Court here at the Higgins Gymnasium at the Fordham Preparatory School on the Rose Hill campus of Fordham University for today's CHSAA non-league matchup between the Gales of Iona Prep and the Fordham Prep Rams. Iona Prep has started their season 1-0. They won a league game the other night, actually the other afternoon, Saturday, against Holy Cross High School in a CHSA AA matchup. Fordham Prep lost their first game of the season, a non-league matchup against Section 1 powerhouse Scarsdale High School. Our two referees at center court is Jared Jacobson and Damian Shore on the baseline. Iona Prep starts in a man-to-man defense. Fordham Prep running a little bit basic flex offense there. Iona Prep in transition. First foul of the game is on number 55 for Fordham Prep, Matt Filipowski. 6'9" sophomore, a transfer. Played last year. Taking his 2 free throws at the line, Ronald Green Jr. Abni Mustafa with the ball, bringing it up. Again, Fordham Prep back in flex. Little ball reversal action that they're looking for. Mustafa with the ball. Penetration, turnover. And a little bit of an errant pass there. Jack Shanahan, the 6'8" center, leading the charge for the Gales. Out of bounds play, it's going to be inbounded. Number 2, Will Rubin with the ball. Jack Shanahan misses the baby hook. Sideline break for the Rams. Abdi Mustafa with the nice move and the dish off to Filipowski. Our score is tied at 2-all. Isaac Gonzalez with the ball. Gonzalez, a very special player, a freshman from the Bronx. Aaron Hildebrand with the ball, back to Gonzalez. Prep is in a little bit of a matchup zone. Air ball. Rebound by Kyle Filipowski. And Filipowski with the turnover. Hildebrand with the ball. Filipowski giving him a hard time. That's Kyle. Baby jumper by Jack Shannon is missed. Mustafa with a little dealing and wheeling. Fordham Prep a little bit matchup. Iona Prep goes 1-4 flat. Aiden Hildebrand with the basket on the baseline. Iona doing a good job getting the ball into the middle against the matchup of Fordham Prep. Layup missed by Alex Risso, a junior. Nice little flex cut action there that got him open. Iona sets the tempo here. Got to get some movement against this matchup. Getting the ball to the middle. First substitution. Six. 2-3 zone action on the out of bounds by Fordham Prep. Turnover. Mustafa with a little head fake. Gets to the hole. Timeout, Iona Prep. That'll be a 30-second timeout by Iona. See a little bit of a contrast of styles here. Fordham Prep getting back, playing matchup zone, making Iona move the ball a little bit. Iona doing a nice job countering that by having some motion by their players. Fordham Prep coming up, a little flex against the Iona man-to-man. Iona not doing a great job. Coming back out with the same lineup. Gonzalez, the freshman, with the ball. Fordham staying in that matchup zone, giving Iona some problems. Gonzalez with the ball. He gets it over to Will Rubin. Rubin looking to skip it. Nothing there. Good job by Fordham matching up there. Got to be careful that ball fake. Gonzalez with the 3. Missed. Mustafa coming up the sideline. Let's see if they can run the sideline break. They got it. Randy with the ball. Pretty errant pass. Marco Seme gets to the hole, goes to his left. Nice job. He's got 2 free throws. Jack Shannon with his first foul of the game. Second free throw. Ooh, misses it. That's been a little bit of a thorn in Coach Downey's side. The Gales shot 44 free throws against Scarsdale. A great job getting to the line, but they missed 20 of them. Little physicality underneath there. Mustafa with the ball on the right side. It's going to look like he's going to reverse it. No, post entry. Nice job. Matt Filipowski, a couple of dribbles and then a drop step. Tough for the Iona guys to defend. Fordham stays in the matchup, and that's one of the tough things. Movement across the court. The freshman, Ron Green, with the basket as he flashes in from the weak side wing. Iona stays in the man. Mustafa with the ball. Trying to get the guards open with some of the big guys screening. Okay, Jack Shannon with the foul. That's going to be second. And Iona's going to make some substitutions here, get some guys out, get them the rest, a little bit of... something in the half court like a 1-3-1. Be interesting to see. Ron Green with the foul, little bump on the inbounds play, bumping the cutter. Coach Downey suggesting to Filipowski, don't put the ball down on the floor. You got the size and you got the shot. Fordham Prep still in the matchup zone. They're playing it a little tighter now. Will Rubin with the 3. He misses. Mustafa with the rebound. Outlet to Rousseau on the left side. Goes up strong. A little up and under, and he scores. Iona bringing the ball back up. Marquise Dukes with it. They're trying to quicken the pace a little bit. The idea here, they don't want Fordham to settle into their zone. Little switch in that matchup right there. Nice job by Gonzalez. My mistake, Gonzalez wasn't Isaac Gonzalez on that play. Vidrew McQueen with the penetration. And then he dished off to Ronald Green. Green missed. McQueen with the rebound. Gets to shoot 2. He was fouled on the putback. He makes the first. Aiden Hildebrand back in the game. High School up in Section 1 Westchester. As a freshman, he played at Our Lady of Lourdes. And Iona's going to pick up full. Looks like just some man-to-man pressure. And this is what Fordham wants to do. Give it to Avni, then clear out. He can handle the ball. And there you go. A little bit of reaching by Vidrew McQueen. Probably not a smart play to do on that play. Iona is putting pressure up here. Randy has the ball. Randy Fulton and gives it to Mustafa. Mustafa's playing the point a little bit. Gets doubled on high. Throws it away. Rubin with the basket. Keyshawn Jones with the steal at the top of the key. Now it looks like we're going to up tempo here a little bit.
let's go. Stop. Just it.
Mustafa with the ball. Randy Fulton, the junior from Harlem in Manhattan. Nice job of penetration. Drew McQueen with the foul on that play. Fulton on the line for two. Misses the first, and this has been the bane for Coach Downey. As we have a substitution here, Isaac Gonzalez, the freshman, back in. Like I said before, he's going to be a special player down the road. He's very good right now. Their win over Holy Cross. Fulton makes the second shot. Marquise Duke handling the ball. That's going to free Gonzalez on the wing. Top of the key, Aiden Hildebrand. You really don't want him to catch the ball up there. Foul on Marquise Dukes. Randy Fulton trying to push the ball up the floor.
6.
That's the 16th foul for Iona Prep. Alex Russo bring it up. There's going to be a little bit of a run and jump on the top of the key. Filipowski to his brother. Nice job. Kyle to Matt. Nice high pass over the defense. Gonzalez, you don't want to leave him open, and that's why. Now this is the interesting thing about the Filipowskis. For big men and young big men, they do a great job handling the ball at such a young age with their size. One more pass. Fulton misses. Coming up for the Gales. A lot of missed layups so far. I'm sure that's going to change. A little bit of a bump on Mustafa at center court. And that's certainly what you don't want if you're Fordham Prep, fouling with 2.9 seconds in the quarter. That puts Aiden Hildebrand on the line, junior. And that's the end of our first quarter. The Iona Gales 15, Fordham Prep 14. And I think that quarter defines what's going to happen in this game. You got the two teams working on their styles of play. Fordham Prep runs a really good matchup zone. It's really hard to teach that. Coach Downey and his staff, Coach Cook, Coach Saunders do a great job. Coach Downey works. To the big man in the middle, about the mid post. Iona is settling down and running that particular offense. And Iona, on the other hand, is putting full court pressure on the Rams as much as they can. Except for a couple of turnovers, Fordham has done a good job with it. Mustafa, excellent getting the ball up the floor. The run and jump, the double team is occurring at midcourt, a little bit over it. Isaac Gonzalez, the freshman, about to inbound it. Well, he was. And now number 3, Brandon Upshaw, junior, in the game. We stay with the matchup. Little pick and roll action on top. That's a good way to break that down. And that's even a better way to break it down. Keyshaw Jones, the pass down to the post. To say the least, this game's a little bit physical. Nice spin move by Filipowski, but doesn't get anything. Transition, Gonzalez with the Euro step, and he gets the bucket in transition. Technical foul called on Isaac Gonzalez. Okay, unsportsmanlike conduct, technical foul on Isaac Gonzalez. Not sure what he did. Maybe he used the wrong words out there after he scored the bucket. A little bit of freshman enthusiasm. And of course the Fordham Prep fans sitting on the side here at the Donnie. Abdi Mustafa at the line for the two free. He makes the second, and he does it. Fordham Prep gets the ball on the sidelines, mid-court. Now for Gonzalez, that's not just a technical foul, it's a personal foul as well as a team foul. So that could come into play a little bit later on. A little isolation for the bigger Filipowski. Matthew in the post. They don't look for it. There's the double team. Nice job. Fulton open in the corner, a little skip pass over to him. Gets to the line. Got to make these two free throws if they want to stay in this game. Want to make Iona pay them. Substitution. Matt Filipowski comes out. Number 24, Evan McStay, a senior from Manhattan. And McStay is able to get rebounded. A little bit of a size difference here. And McStay's in the post. Kicks it out. He's open for the three. Oh, just misses it. Nice job by Alex McStay. There's another Euro step. Malcolm Newman with the bucket going to the middle. There's your pressure right there. Let's see if they get it to the baseline. Alex Russo with the ball. That's what Iona wants. They want Fordham Prep to shoot the quick shot. What Fordham Prep needs to do is make that. So they're getting what they want. They're getting the free throws. It's a really good fundamental team. They're going to break out of this and start making these shots. But once you get in that groove, it's a good thing. McStay fighting underneath there. Gonzalez coming up the floor. He's going to push it. Will Rubin with the ball. Back to Gonzalez. NBA three. Hits the back of the iron. Long rebound. Easy putback. Pressure on Rousseau. Marquise Duke putting out. There's the runner jump from the other guard. Those are the shots they got to make. Again, Randy Fulton. Gonzalez is here. Coach Downey with a timely timeout. A little bit of a run here by Iona Prep. What makes this run a little bit suspicious? The idea that Fordham Prep is just missing some gimme.
Out there. I can't. I wish I could. But what I can do is find someone down that's not going to change.
On the other side here, Iona Prep will probably even push the ball up more and definitely will put pressure on Fordham Prep. Coach Downey in his 5th year. at Fordham Prep. Coach Steve Alvarado is second year at Iona Prep, replacing the very successful Vic Parola. Iona with full court pressure. Alex Russo pushing it up. Nice job with the cross court. Two very special freshmen, and you're going to hear from them down the line. McStay in the post, a little isolation. Filipowski over the Russo. Now we're going to run a little set. Back screen action from the top of the key, little scissors. Mustafa with the ball, little pick and roll. He doesn't use it, he goes the other way. Step back. Marquis Deuce with the ball, goes all the way down the floor. Will Rubin with it. Little careless action on Iona Prep as he was trying to get the ball back to Marquise Duke. Marco Simi back in the game. Again, Iona putting the pressure on. I mean, this is a good matchup for the Rams. Randy Fulton bringing the ball up floor, doing a nice job, gets bodied.
Nine.
Ronald Green again with another foul. First free throw is good for Randy Fulton. This is big for the Rams. Make a couple of free throws here. Make Iona Prep pay for their pressure. Nice job by Fulton, 2 free throws. And the best part about that is Iona can't push the ball up for the Rams. Back to the matchup zone. Fulton on top with Gonzalez. That's a really good matchup. Russo on Gonzalez on the other side. The corner three. And McStay does a nice job using his body, getting the ball over to Filipowski, and Russo with the ball. He's coming up the right side, little ball reversal action to the high post. That is pretty. McStay to Asami. McStay at the top of the key. Layup on the left side. He gets bumped by Iona. Drew McQueen with the foul. A 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It's a 6-point game here. Again, we're back in the matchup. If you can watch the Rams, look at the great job they do communicating out there. That's hard to get players to do. The other part of this matchup that makes it difficult is they got to communicate who's covering who, and then they got to rotate off that. Long rebound on the three, that's tough. Contact underneath. I didn't see it, but I'm sure there was. Damian Shaw with the call. Randy Fulton with the foul. It's on the floor, so let's see what they run out of bounds play. They're trying to look to the corner, and the Rams match up really well. Just got to stop the penetration, which they seem to be doing here. Kyle Filipowski with the rebound. Russo gets it. We have a three. And the Gales in transition. Nice. Marquis Duke with a really super nice pass over to Keyshawn Jones. Alex Russo just a little too quick for himself. If you notice, the Rams have switched their offense up a little bit where they have a high-low. They put one of the Filipowskis up high, the other one down low. Looking to get some scissors action. Fordham Prep has switched a little bit, gone to a man, and we got a foul. Another foul on Randy Fulton and a hold. Tommy Sankowski, a senior, coming into the game.
That's 6.
He could do out there. Fordham Prep in a 2-3 zone just to start out. And then they'll switch to another defense. Fordham's can't allow the penetration. Will Rubin misses the layup, but gets his putback. Nice job moving the ball up here by the Rams. Filipowski for 3. And Alex Russo with the body. One of the things the Rams got to be aware of is that they have to have someone back as a safety just to get a little bit of floor balance. Nobody on the line for Iona. Looks like a little 1-2-2 half court, and it works for them. Ronald Green with the steal, but he misses the layups. This is certainly an early season game. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. We have a lot of missed layups, missed free throws. It's the thing that drives coaches crazy, but it's a non-league game, and the idea behind it is just get ready for league play. Looking at Fordham Prep here, they're going to go with the big guy inbounding. 2 guards, Russo. Back court. This is what I love about the Filipowskis. They can handle the ball. Matt Filipowski is going to go to the line for 2. Aiden Hildebrand tried to step in for the charge. Didn't work. And Fordham Prep now, mimicking Iona Prep. Filipowski. Matt Filipowski makes the 2 free throws. Marquise Duke with the ball, bring it up. When he's in the game and Gonzalez is in the game, he'll take the point. That'll free Gonzalez up to do a little scoring. Gonzalez actually open in the corner. One of the areas that the 3-2 matchup zone is weekend. But Fordham making sure they have their cutters. Ball in the corner again. Iona's going to try to get the ball to the corner, reverse it, and then flatten out the zone. That with a little penetration. This is the guy to do it, Gonzalez. Ooh, rolls around the rim. Kyle Filipowski with the rebound. Alex Russo coming up the left side. Does he get it to the corner? Nope. And so now Fordham Prep's going to run what they call Michigan, putting a big guy in the high post, do a little scissors cut action there, and then they go pick and roll. Filipowski with the 3, and over the backboard. Iona Prep ball. You know, we got 4 young players who are pretty special right now. The 2 Filipowskis, as well as Gonzalez and Green from Iona Prep. Merrick Staff is in the game, 6'5", senior, very athletic young man, works hard for Fordham Prep. If you watch this matchup zone and you see the stance, almost looks like a man-to-man. There are some people who will argue that it actually is a man-to-man with just switching principles. Turnover on the rebound. The Iona Prep player came down. Great job with the rebound, but then he fell. Fordham Prep pushes the ball up. Fordham Prep pushes the ball up. They're looking for a travel on Mark Asami, but no way there. Russo with the basket. Great job. Fordham Prep back to the 3-2 matchup. See if Iona gets the ball into the middle. Once it goes to the middle, they're going to turn to the weak side. Go low. Nice job by Will Rubin penetrating, shooting the running one-hander. Alex Russo with the ball. He's getting bumped a little bit. What a great job handling this. Let's see if he can get it to somebody. Sarkowski for 3. Merrick Staff with the rebound. Wonderful job by Merrick. Keeps the ball over his head, goes right back up. 31-25 right now. Iona Prep in the lead. With 43 seconds left, Iona Prep turns over the ball. Keyshaw Jones, again, he's just a little too quick. We have a nice crowd here. Iona Prep's going to go full court. Aiden Hildebrand is in, and Keyshaw Jones is out. Just full court matchup, full court man-to-man pressure, nothing special. 31-25. Iona Prep in the lead. Russo playing the point a little bit. Again, Fordham stays in what they call Michigan. A little bit of a change here by Coach Downey. Putting the big guy in the low post. Merrick tries to get it into Kyle. Sorry, it's a Matt Filipowski. They're saying that he was just a little bit too aggressive down there, which is actually not bad for a young big man. He'll learn how to handle that. But Matt has to come out of the game. Filipowski out, and Evan McStay in, number 24 for the Rams. Iona Prep goes 2-on-2 action where they put Aiden Hildebrand on top. They're going to try to run a little pick and roll. Rubin, shot is blocked. Great defensive play there. A little physical out there, but really nothing for the referees to call. And at the end of our first half, it's 31-25 for the Prep. Iona Prep over the Gales. Sorry, folks, I got that wrong. Iona Prep over Fordham Prep.
And for them, we got 5. Hildebrand 2.
Interesting first half. Certainly a half where you've had lots of mistakes on both sides of the floor. Iona Prep being pretty physical, a lot of reaching in, doing a great job in transition, looking to put pressure on Fordham Prep, not letting Fordham Prep run their stuff. They go full court man-to-man, getting the bulk of their baskets in transition. But the other thing, too, is they're running a really nice offense against Fordham Prep's matchup. You know, Fordham Prep giving you some difficulties there, but Iona Prep being very patient. Coach Downey from Fordham Prep, he wants them to run that offense. The idea being that, you know, the more you run, the less you get out of your transition game. So, again, very interesting. It's what we have a non-league game, so, you know, a little experimentation, lots of mistakes. This is the type of game that'll make a big difference in February. And I'm sure when February rolls around, the coaches won't even be thinking about this particular game. There's some really special young players in this game, and I think that's what people should be keeping their eyes on, just to see that where these guys are going to go in the future. You know, you have Kyle Filipowski and Matt Filipowski, you know, twin brothers, transfers. You know, Matt is 6'9", Kyle is 6'6". Fundamentally pretty solid. They play aggressively. I mean, you saw them out there. Not only are they physically aggressive, but mentally, they're not afraid to shoot up the three. But they clearly are post players. Coach Downey has no problem whatsoever playing the two of them together. And that sometimes can be difficult, especially with big guys and especially with young big guys. But the thing here that you have to notice is that both of them do a great job handling the ball. They can dribble it, they can pass it, and they can catch it. And that's one of the skills that people forget that's really important in regards to a basketball player is catching the ball. On the Iona Prep side, you have Isaac Gonzalez who runs the point. I mean, if you sit here and you watch him play and you didn't know he was a freshman, you would have no idea he's a freshman. He's pretty poised, he's pretty athletic, and he has good size. And then also, big man, Ronald Green Jr. Ronald's at 6'4". Isaac, for a point guard at 6'1", as a freshman, is very special. And these guys do a great job. Ron's a little more Aurora than Isaac. But I think it's really important to note that he's out there, he's getting experience. Iona Prep plays in the AA league of the CHSAA, which arguably is one of the greatest basketball leagues in the United States. I don't think there's a lot of people who would dispute that. They had a nice win against Holy Cross the other day out in Holy Cross. Holy Cross is a senior-laden team, very athletic. Iona Prep did a great job. They were hustling. They worked hard. They moved the ball. And that's one thing you will notice about this Iona Prep team is that, for the most part, they're a pretty unselfish team. They move the ball. They get it to the open man. They actually do a lot of what Coach Alvarado wants them to do in the offense. So the mistakes that they're making are, the missed layups, a missed putback, some fouling, maybe a missed assignment in the defense. But, they're committing the mistakes. They're not omitting it. They're trying. And that's really good. They had a really nice year last year in the CHSAA. Coach Alvarado taking over for Coach Vic Corolla. And that's really important to understand that. Corolla is one of the legends in the CHSAA, Hall of Fame basketball and football coach. And he took over for them. Iona Prep last year had a 21-7 overall record. First year for Coach Alvarado, 14-3 in the league. They ended up tied for first place with Cardinal Hayes. Fordham Prep came in second place in the Class A league. They were 18-9 overall. They had a 10-4 league record. They came behind against Nazareth High School, who won the A championship overall. So Fordham Prep doing pretty well under Coach Downey. Iona Prep under Coach Alvarado doing a great job too. So what can we expect in the second half of this game? Our score is 31-25. Iona Prep is over Fordham Prep. Do we think there are going to be some changes going on here? That's interesting to speculate. I would think that Coach Alvarado, one of the things that he's going to go through with his guys is just running through, reviewing what they want to do against that matchup. They do a nice job. They get the ball to the middle. They flash a guy up to the mid-post. That's a really nice job of what they're doing. More importantly, if you watch it, they put someone like Aiden Hildebrand in there. He's a big kid who's really a guard, and then they cut guys off him when they see that the defense is not matching up to the low guys. So I'm sure they're going to review that. I don't think they're going to make a lot of change. What we did see early in the game was that Iona Prep went a 1-4 flat. That gives the matchup zone a lot of problems. The 1-4 now makes that zone matchup decide what they're going to do. Who's going to cover who. And what it does especially is that it isolates Isaac Gonzalez on the top. So, see if they do anything off of that just to give Fordham Prep some difficulty on that. The other thing is Fordham Prep did go a little bit of man just to change it up. And the one thing that we didn't talk about, which is a significant point, is that when you're in that matchup zone, that 3-2 matchup especially, it's very easy to switch to a man even in a mid-possession. So just something to keep in view from the Fordham Prep defensive side. Offensively, Fordham Prep, they were in the flex early, got out of it, missed a couple of layups. Some of it is the defensive pressure of Iona. I mean, they're big and they're athletic underneath, so that's tough getting those shots up. They went to what they call Michigan. We'll see if they stay with that. Iona Prep has been trying to do a little pressure, taking time off the shot clock. So we'll see what happens there. I suspect that what's going to happen is that Iona Prep will put a lot of pressure on, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to that 1-2-2 half-court trap and maybe try something even a little bit more different. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. One of the things we've got to keep in the back of our mind is that this is a non-league game. So, traditionally in the CHSA, if you talk to the great coaches in the CHSA, the John Carries, the Tom Murrays, the Tim Learys, the Ray Nashes, the Jack Elises, the Jack Currans, sometimes they look at these non-league games and just consider them a scrimmage. It's not the overall record that they're worried about. More importantly, what they're concerned about is getting their guys ready for league games. Fordham Prep has a really tough league game coming up on Friday. Friday they go out to Brooklyn. They go out to Canarsie, Brooklyn. They play Nazareth. Nazareth is the reigning AA champions. Switching coaches out there. Todd Jameson, their longtime successful coach, is left. He's on the bench for Holy Cross, AA. He's the assistant coach. And Tiny Morton from Lincoln High School, one of the iconic coaches of the PSAL, has made the switch over to the CHSAA. He's at Nazareth. I saw Nazareth scrimmage against Iona. They beat them 3 out of 4 quarters. Very athletic team. That's going to be a tough matchup for the Prep Rams. The bright side of all this is that Iona plays a style that's incredibly similar to them, and so this game will be a great prep for that. Iona Prep, on the other hand, goes out and they're going to play St. Francis Prep in their next league game. And St. Francis Prep traditionally runs a very, very organized motion offense, very similar traditionally to what Bob Huggins has run at West Virginia University. So again, Coach Alvarado, this is a good prep. You try to play a lot of kids, you try to work on things, and you try to get some of those kinks out of the armor. Fordham Prep doing a little better job from the free throw line towards the end of the first half. So we'll see what happens here. We're just about to start the second half. So this will be a little bit interesting to see. I think, and a lot of coaches will agree with me, the first couple of minutes of the second half are very important because that dictates what's going to happen in the rest of the game. So, especially for Fordham, it's important that they dictate the flow here. I think it's more important for them to set the pace. They've done a real nice job pushing the ball against Iona when Iona has been aggressive and made some mistakes. They've tried to double up on for example, Abdi Mustafa, which I just think is a tough matchup for them because he does a great job. And I think Iona's going to make some concessions to that, and we'll see how they pressure him in the second half. Buzzer goes off as our referees are letting our coaches know, hey, time to start the second half. The crowd has now flowed into the gym. A very good Fordham Prep crowd here. It'll be inbounds by Fordham Prep. The two Filipowskis are out there. Mustafa's out there. Rousseau is out there. And our fourth player out there, if I can find him, oh, there he is Mark Osime, who did a nice job. Iona Prep in a man-to-man. Iona Prep has Gonzalez out there. Russo with the 3 from the corner to start off the second half. Sure, Coach Down, he's happy with that. Aiden Hildebrand's out there. Jack Shannon's out there. Jack Shannon with the ball now. Gonzalez, little contact. Back to Aiden Hildebrand. Ruben with the shot. Misses the 3. Coach Dowdy emphasizing getting the ball to the sideline and to the corner. Osame with the 3. And he makes it. The crowd erupts here. Don't be surprised if Coach Alvarado uses a timeout early in this half. Fordham Prep back in the matchup zone. Iona Prep's going to look to screen high on the top and then get the ball down to the big guys. Tough call by Damian Short. Matt Filipowski with the foul. The freshman, Ronald Green Jr., is on the line for 2. And now the Fordham Prep crowd comes alive. And to their chagrin, it doesn't work. So they'll try again. Iona Prep looks like they're going to pick up full here. Green makes both free throws. We got a 33-31 game, Iona Prep. They're picking up half court, Iona Prep. Osami with the ball. Filipowski, Kyle, with it, over to Alex Russo. Little spin move, doesn't get anywhere with it. Kyle Filipowski with a strong move to the hoop and the follow-up. And the thing that's important to note here, not afraid to go to the other side and use his left hand. Real important for a big guy. So now he's got 2 free throws. Kyle makes the first one. He makes this. We have a tie game. Nice job by the Rams to get back here. And gets it right over the front of the rim. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a motion, but we'll see what happens. They go 1-4 flat. Iona Prep going to that 1-4 flat. Trying to isolate Gonzalez. Oh, could have been a turnover there. Alsimi with the ball, pushes it up, goes to the corner of the Filipowski. Reverses it to Mustafa, who goes right to the middle, penetrates. Oh, what a shot. And first time Fordham Prep takes the lead, 35-33. Gonzalez with the ball. Little baseline cut. Rubin, deflection, which is what you want. Loose ball. Aiden Hildebrand. The 3 hits the front of the rim and goes in. Iona Prep up by 1, 36-35. Mustafa with the ball, trying to get something on the baseline. Great job by Iona Prep deflecting the ball. Aiden Hildebrand getting his hands on the ball there. You know, that's a stat that a lot of people don't talk about, but coaches do all the time. Deflections in a game. Fordham Prep going to go to a stack here. Iona Prep going to play man-to-man. I assume it's going to go to one of the Filipowskis. Looks like it's going to go to Matt. Russo with the shot. Misses the 3. Filipowski. Wow. Matt Filipowski with the basket. The and 1 there. A little bit of an NBA continuation, but Fordham Prep fans will take that. Matt Filipowski makes this free throw. Substitution. Jack Shannon is out. Coming in, Ronald Green Jr. Marquise Dukes bringing the ball up the floor. Man-to-man here by Fordham Prep. Nice switch by Coach Downey. But a little scissors action from the elbow for Iona. Hildebrand with a baby hook from the elbow. Got a loose ball foul underneath on the rebound.
Hey, 23-11. Now, 23-11. Make something away, huh?
Fordham Prep will play a 2-3 zone on the inbounds. Iona trying to reverse it. Hildebrand with the ball with the 3. He was big time open on that, and he hit the back of the rim. Great job by Iona reversing the ball. Now they pick up full again. Mustafa with the ball. Fordham Prep clears out. The run and jump from the other side guard. Alex Rousseau with the ball. Mustafa with the ball on top. Over to Kyle Filipowski. Wow, a three-pointer from Kyle at the top of the key. Fordham Prep doing a nice job deflecting the ball. Iona a little bit out of control there. 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks like Fordham is going to go back into a man. Marquise Dukes with the ball. Goes to his left, to the elbow. A little cutting action off of Fordham, doing a nice job with the cutters. Hildebrand, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hildebrand, excellent job boxing out Alex Rousseau. But now Filipowski loses it to Marquise Duke with the cutter Hildebrand. Ooh. Abdi Mustafa with the foul. That's his first of the game. Real nice defensive sequence by Fordham Prep, and then unfortunately they lose the ball. Aiden Hildebrand on the line for two. All right, Iona has some guys up on the free throw line. They have Kareem Jones and also Marquise Duke, so don't be surprised if they do a little full court pressure, maybe full court matchup pressure out of this. Again, Iona trying to set the tempo. Violation number 2. Aiden Hildebrand with 14 points. Violation on Iona Prep, number 2, Will Rubin. Trying to do the Michael Jordan there, coming in from the outside. Mustafa with the ball on the outside. Fordham Prep going with a high post again, the little scissor cut action. Abdi Mustafa, but he loses it. Iona's quick with their hands. Fordham Prep looks like they're going to run a little bit of a scramble defense here. We'll see what they do. And it works for them. Marcosami with the deflection, the steal, and 2 points. Again, Fordham, just a little bit of what we call a scramble. Surprised Iona Prep a little bit. Back to the matchup zone, and nice job by Iona Prep. Hildebrand with the reverse layup. Randy Fulton, offensive charge. Iona does a great job stepping in on that particular play. Well, score right now, 42-40. Isaac Gonzalez back in the game. Marquise Duke will stay at the point. They'll put him at the right wing. They'll put Rubin at the left wing. Hildebrand, leading scorer right now, 14 points. Oh, nice job by Iona getting the ball to the middle. Keyshawn Jones misses that shot. Oh! Ball goes really high, bunch of deflections. Looks like a volleyball game out there. Fordham got to do a better job getting the ball to the open man. Iona stays man-to-man in the inbounds. Abdi Mustafa with the ball goes to his left. He does a nice job with that. Open for the 3 in the corner, hits the front of the rim. Iona's off to the races. Moving with the ball. Nice job. Rubin got the ball back to Keyshawn Jones. Jones with strong. Filipowski clearly with the foul. That was Matt Filipowski.
Evan, tell him it's 3.
Keyshawn Jones makes the first free throw. Iona's up 43-40. Evan McStay's in. Kyle Filipowski's in. Matt Filipowski's out. And Mark Osami is out. This is the second free throw. Knocked out, though. Nice job by Dukes. Getting up there. And now Iona again is picking up full court. They isolate for Omni. Dukes is going to run a jump. They get the ball up the floor. Nice job skipping the ball. This is the great play by Aiden Hildebrand. Blocking the shot from Fulton. There's a charge there. Avdi Mustafa stepping in. You can see both these teams are well coached. You can see that Coach Alvarado as well as Coach Downey emphasizing the guys to step in. Avdi with the ball with Gonzalez on him. Really nice matchup there. Now Fordham Prep will run. Fordham Prep will go 1-4 high. Now they're to a little flex action with that back screen. Okay, let's see if they get Filipowski open here with the cut. Iona does a nice job switching on that and helping out. Alex Russo with the ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Wow. Marquise Duke a little bit too aggressive on Alex Rousseau. The shot clock was going down. Coach Alvarado, that drives you crazy. Fordham goes 1-4 flat on the inbounds. Iona stays man-to-man. Alex with the ball. Again, the shot clock is reset. 35 seconds on the foul. Again, now Fordham's looking for a little ball reversal action in this flex. Filipowski goes strong to the basket. That's Kyle Filipowski. Looks like he's slow, but he's just lanky. Doesn't use a lot of dribbles to get to the hoop, and he does a great job protecting the ball. Marquise Duke with the ball into the corner to Rubin. Will Rubin call for the foul. Little words between him and, Will Rubin and Matt Filipowski, Kyle Filipowski, some words. Referee Damian Shaw called out on the floor. So Iona's going to run into a box set on the inbounds. Fordham Prep stays at a 2-3. Be interesting to see what they come out of once the ball's inbounded. And they stay matchup zone. Gonzalez trying to get in. Alex Russo doing a great job preventing penetration. Brandon Upshaw with the ball over the Hildebrand. Gonzalez with it. Nice spin move. Or correction, nice crossover move. Mustafa with the rebound. He's got Upshaw on him. Mustafa gets to the hole. Very pretty. One big last step, gets it off the glass. Our score 43-44. Fordham Prep up by 1 with 35 seconds left in this quarter. Gonzalez with the ball over the Upshaw, over the Rubin. Looking to reverse it and get it to the high post. Gonzalez with it. Shannon, nice job. A dish off to Hildebrand. I'm sorry, Rubin, nice dish off. Alex Russo has 10 seconds left. The crowd's counting off. He's got to get to the hole. And he clearly pushes Gonzalez off. Great defense by Isaac Gonzalez. We got 5.4 seconds left to go. Let's see if Iona can get one shot off. They're going to get the ball to Gonzalez. 5 seconds, plenty of time for him to penetrate. A three, if it goes, it's good. Will Rubin, a little bit far out, but something he's capable of making. And that's the end of our fourth quarter. Our third quarter. 1 point lead for Iona Prep. They're up 45-44. Pretty physical game, that's for sure. It'll be interesting to see how this matchup goes in the fourth quarter of the second half. Will Iona Prep change some things up? Will Fordham Prep change some things up? Will free throws affect the game? Will the foul situation affect who's going to be playing out there at the end of the game? Okay. This will be an interesting and fun quarter, to say the least. We're here live on the Donnie Walsh Court in the Higgins Gymnasium of the Fordham Preparatory School. Watching this game, Iona Prep from New Rochelle, New York. AA CHSAA school. Fordham Prep, Bronx on the Rose Hill campus of Fordham University. Fordham Prep is a member of the A League of the CHSAA. Both schools are part of the Archdiocese of New York Catholic High Schools Athletic Association. We're just about to start our second half, or I should say our fourth quarter, excuse me. Right now our score, 45-44. Iona Prep in the lead. Looked a little bit in the beginning of the game, early in the second quarter, that Iona Prep was going to blow Fordham Prep out, and Fordham Prep made some nice adjustments and came back in. So right now I think both coaches should be happy. Iona Prep inbounds. Isaac Gonzalez with the ball. He's trying to get penetration, and Rousseau's doing a nice job defending him. Fordham Prep in a man right now, so a little bit of a difference here. Jack Shannon with the ball. Will Rubin trying to get something there. Upshore. Upshore with the baby jumper, misses. Randy Fulton has had a pretty good game for Fordham Prep, gets the rebound. Abdi Mustafa with the ball, reverses to Fulton, down to the, that's where they wanted to. Nice drop step left side by Matt Filipowski. Maybe Iona will want to front that pass, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Coach Downey's been emphasizing, post entry, and obviously the guys are trying it. Iona trying to run something against this defense. This has been the tough one. Missed dunk by Shannon. Mustafa with the ball on the right corner. Looks to reverse it. Back to Mustafa in the right side. Foul line extended. Alex Rousseau on the left elbow extended. Filipowski with the three. Wow. Kyle Filipowski for the three. Left wing. Iona Prep with the 30-second timeout. Fordham Prep up by 2 possessions, 49-45. That's a big basket. Because now what that basket does with the 2 big guys out there, Fordham Prep now will, in a sense, dictate to Iona Prep. Will Iona Prep go out and cover one of the big guys? If they do, that essentially means that there's not a lot of help down in the post against the other big guy. We'll see what ends up happening. Again, Fordham Prep up, 49-45 here. Good crowd here in the Higgins Gymnasium, Donnie Walsh Court. Isaac Gonzalez with the ball, goes to the right corner. Back to Ron Green. He does a nice job getting penetration. Couple of deflections. Gonzalez with the ball again. He's going to go baseline, see what he can do. Jump ball, nice job. Nice job by Kyle Filipowski, now fouling down there. So this possession goes to Fordham Prep. Iona's going to pick up full. They're going to do this the rest of the game. Iona Prep, let's see if they deny this. That would be the next step. Deny, make him get it in. And then the trick here is get the ball back to Mustafa, which Iona's not going to allow him to do. But a little bit of a body foul by Will Rubin. Iona's being aggressive. That's part of their game plan. Okay.
For us. Five.
Kyle Filipowski, the inbound on the side. Notice they have a little bit of isolation underneath for his brother Matt, but they don't even look in there. And now we're going to go back to the flex. Man defense, 2-3 set with a back screen. Fordham will try to reverse the ball a couple of times. Get it inside. Matt Filipowski with the reverse dribble. One dribble he uses, drop step, and then he scoops it in. Oh, and one. Matt Filipowski at the other end, bumping Ronald Green Jr. Green using the left hand, doing a great job. Right now, it's a 4-point lead for Fordham Prep, 51-47. Green on the line to shoot one. Looks like Iona again is going to put full court pressure. That's what you don't want if you're Iona, if you're Fordham. Rebound, no box out on the Fordham Prep side. Put back in by Ronald Green Jr. Okay, see what the call is here.
In the book, marked on 538, DW for delay warning on number 2A.
Okay, delay of game warning here. That's what we got against Iona Prep. Number 2, Will Rubin. Nothing big, but if there's another warning, that will not be a good thing for Iona. Against that player would be a technical foul, okay? Mustafa with the ball. They're going to try to run and jump him. Rousseau gets it, pushes it up over the 10-second line. He's going to go right to the hole, being a super aggressive. Nice job, and misses it. This is the one problem for Fordham Prep. It comes down quickly the other way with Marquise Duke, who was doing a little basket hanging. Glover with the ball, having some problems. Get it to Mustafa. Mustafa with the ball. Going to go right. Goes right to the left side. Shoots it with the inside hand. Misses, but he's fouled. Foul on Iona Prep. Mustafa on the line for 2. Matt Filipowski comes out of the game, just to keep him out of foul trouble and keep him around later. Evan McStay and he's done a really nice job, the senior, getting some valuable minutes today. Mustafa misses the second one. He's a really good shooter, so I'm a little surprised at that. This is what Fordham can't do. They have to get back a little quicker. Wow, nice aggressive play by Kyle Filipowski on the ball, causing that turnover. Filipowski for another 3. Great job by Randy Fulton keeping the ball alive. It goes off on Iona Prep. Matt Filipowski back in the game. Evan McStay out. We got about 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. 52-51 Fordham Prep. Lob pass to Matt Filipowski. Just not a good pass. Mustafa tries to take the charge, doesn't get it. Marquise Duke with the lefty layup. Again, Iona Prep with the pressure. Doubling up early. Doubling up below the blocks at the upper end of the floor. Mustafa with the ball, reverses to Russo. Over to Filipowski. Mustafa again. He's going to try to get it to the corner. Matt Filipowski goes high. They're going to call a blocking foul, and they're going to call the basket on that. Foul on Keyshawn Jones. He stepped in to take the charge. Thought it might have been on the floor, but instead they give the Mustafa the and 1. That is a big play. Keyshawn Jones is a little confused. I don't blame him. Mustafa misses that free throw. That could come to haunt him a little later. Fordham Prep up by 1 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Iona settles down. Will Rubin with the ball. Green with it. Back to Green. Green on the right side. Looking to get some isolation. I think what Iona Prep's trying to do is isolate so that Ronald Green Jr. could take Evan McStay. McStay I thought did a nice job defensively on that play, but they call him for the bump. So Ron Green at the line. He's got 2 free throws. Freshman makes the first one. A lot of poise out there by that freshman. The more time that Coach Alvarado can give to him and to Isaac Gonzalez, the better off they're going to be come playoff time towards the end of the season, or even when they just get into intense league play coming up. Gonzalez misses the second one. Oh, not a good turnover. This is what happens sometimes. Matt Filipowski just a little off bounds, tried to get the ball to Mustafa, and just not a good pass. Though that's essentially a young turnover. You know, you won't see that as the season goes on. So we have a timeout on the floor for the Prep. 3 timeouts left for the Prep, 4 timeouts for Iona Prep. Our score is 54-54 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the game. I think right now what the coaches are doing is 3 things. Number 1, they're going to try to calm down the troops. Number 2, just get them to recognize things that are going on out there. And thirdly, review for them what they went over in practice to get ready for this game. Again, this is an interesting matchup in the sense that what you have is Fordham Prep will be playing Nazareth on Friday night out in Brooklyn. Nazareth, very similar team to Iona Prep, and Iona's going to be playing St. Francis Prep on Friday. And St. Francis is very similar to Fordham Prep.
Yeah.
So this is a good preparation for those 2 games, and those are big games. You know, you could see, for example, Fordham Prep and Nazareth as we get her down the road, down in the championship. You know, I'm sure teams like Xavier and Monsignor Farrell will have that. As the Fordham Prep crowd gets into the game here, giving a little bit of the razz to Will Rubin. And Rubin looks like he's just enjoying it. Double stack here. They get the ball, and this is the matchup that we've been talking about, Green and McStay. A little bit of an isolation. Again, that was out of the double stack. Look for this a little bit more. Coach Downey's got to protect Matt Filipowski, but on the other hand, at some point, he's got to sit there and say, he's got to go out and get experience and learn to deal with the foul situation, and that's exactly what Coach Downey's doing. McStay doing a really good job for the Rams, allowing the Filipowskis to get rest, as well as for Coach Downey to protect them with the fouls. Ron Green Jr. making his free throws. Again, poise. This is a big rivalry, Iona-Fordham. Alex Russo with the ball. He's on the right side. Look for a little bit of isolation. He takes it and is fouled by Isaac Gonzalez. Matt Filipowski was open. They went to help out on Russo. He took the shot and he got fouled. So nice job by Russo. Marquise Duke with the foul. That's his 4th. Not a major problem for Iona Prep because they're a little bit deep. Sorry, my correction. That foul was on the freshman, Isaac Gonzalez. So we got all tied at 56 with 3.5 minutes left. Isaac Gonzalez with the ball. Over to Dukes. Back to Rubin. Back to Green. Iona running a little spread, getting the ball into the corner. Fordham in that matchup. That matchup gives you problems. Gonzalez gets it. Rubin with the shot. Hits the front of the rim. Big rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's just got to do a little better job protecting it. Mustafa with the skip over the Russo. He was open for a second. Nice job. The baby 10-footer on the baseline, making that, gives Fordham Prep the 2-point lead, 58-56. Gonzalez with the ball. Fordham Prep back in the matchup. They left Rubin open. Nice job. Duke's inside to Green. He loses the ball. Back to Green. Green has been a problem for the Rams. He's been getting the ball in the middle of that matchup. Hildebrand with it. Filipowski with it. Matt. A little bit of a double team in the backcourt. No one for Fordham Prep came back to help him. Ball's thrown out of bounds, so we have a tie game with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. See what happens. We're all knotted up at 58. Into the post to Hildebrand. He's got some moves with a little baby hook. He uses that left hand, but doesn't get it. Gets the front of the rim, but Hildebrand again with the ball. Iona brings it back out and gets organized. There's Hildebrand, nice move. Just got to finish that ball. Glover with the ball, and he's kind of bumped on that. Iona Prep coming back, and Iona Prep throws it away. I don't know if we would call the last 2 or 3 possessions prime basketball, but the one thing is both squads are hustling baseline to baseline. No doubt about that. And Mustafa clears him out. He could beat these guys one-on-one, no doubt. They need someone in the middle, and they don't get that. Rubin on the right side of transition. 2-point lead. Iona Prep. Rousseau with the ball, and he's fouled. Now this is big because now we go to the foul line. 1-1. So now we stop the clock. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Fordham Prep having some problems with the free throw line, but we'll see. Alex Rousseau, one of the better shooters on the team, one of the better shooters in the league. Coach Downey has his players back, so give the guys a little bit of rest. Make sure no one goes over the back on a foul. So we'll see what happens here with Alex. This is that first free throw. So now, 1:18 left. Fordham Prep down, 58-60 to Iona Prep. Iona trying to run a set. Iona trying to figure out what to do against the matchup. Coach Alvarado making some adjustments. Again, the clock's on his side a little bit. Gonzalez with the ball in the corner. Out to Rubin on top. Timeout. We have a timeout, Iona Prep. So we have 1 minute left to go in the game. Iona Prep leads Fordham Prep 60-58. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams in the bonus. The 2 big questions right now is, number 1, what's Coach Alvarado going to run with his guys? And number 2, what is Coach Downey going to do defensively? Is he going to switch it up? Is he going to stay with the matchup? Matchup zone has been working pretty well for them. It's given Iona Prep some problems. But every once in a while, when you switch it up, it causes some issues. So let's see what Coach Downey does. Let's see what Coach Alvarado does. Referees are calling out the teams. This will be a very interesting and exciting end to the game. Rubin's out there for Iona Prep. Ronald Green has been giving Fordham Prep some problems. Isaac Gonzalez. And Rubin's on top of it. He's handling the ball right now. It means they're going to probably open up Gonzalez. Shot clock, and the shot clock might go off. It's 4. Rubin with it, and it's blocked. Referees are going to call a shot clock violation. Great job defensively by Fordham Prep. Now let's see what Iona does. They pressure. This is what they're good at. Let's see what let's see what Fordham could do. 28 seconds on the shot clock. There's about a 10-second differential, 8-second differential between the two. 2-point game. Fordham Prep down by 2. Little pick and roll action at the top of the key for Rousseau. He's going strong. Takes the shot. Misses. Mustafa gets the rebound. We reset the shot clock. So there's 17.7 seconds left. Fordham Prep with the ball. Fordham Prep will get the ball on the sideline. I want to see where we get it. So it's a 30-second timeout for the Prep. Ball looks like it's going to be on the sideline, down towards the baseline. So it looks like it's going to be down there. Nice, really nice crowd here in the on the Donnie Walsh court. This very beautiful gymnasium. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Coach Walsh, NBA legend from the Indiana Pacers, one of the great minds, one of the iconic figures of NBA basketball, Fordham Prep graduate, one of the great players in Fordham Prep history. Major helper and pusher in terms of getting this floor down. This, like I said, a beautiful wood floor. Okay, let's see what Coach Downey's going to do. We have a little confusion on the book, so Iona Prep players are walking back. I'm trying to listen in to our referee, Jared Jacobson. Our two referees are two of the better young quality referees in the CHSAA, Jared Jacobson, as well as Damian Short. John Letcher, the assigner of referees, long time referee in the league himself, has done an incredible job providing the CHSA with the best referees most likely in the country. I don't think anyone would dispute that. Even the coaches in the league agree with that. And Mr. Letcher will be retiring at the end of the year. So he's done a great job. Okay, Fordham Prep with the ball on the sideline. Alex Russo's got it inbounds. Marquise Duke is on him. They go with a box set. Mustafa with the ball with about 15 seconds left. Kyle Filipowski's going to set a pick and roll. Omni's going to the hole. Let's see if we get a little penetration here and kick it out. He goes strong. The shot, the tip, and wow, unbelievably, Glover. Just to recap that. Okay, so we're going to go 4-minute overtime. Teams get an extra timeout. Super play by Glover to tap that ball high off the glass. That puts our game into overtime. Nice play run by Coach Downey. Trying to get a little penetration there. Rousseau did what the only thing he could do. He took the glass and Glover, Randy Fulton, excuse me folks, Randy Fulton doing a great job getting the ball, keeping it alive, keeping it high on the glass, getting it in. So now we go to a 4-minute overtime, and basically our game is 0-0 right now. That's, I'm sure, what the coaches are saying. Foul situation stays the same, so both teams are in the bonus. We've each team an extra timeout. And little confusion here as to what we're trying to do. And I think what we need to do, I'll tell you what's going on. The Fordham Prep JV team is literally on the floor, and the referees have just told them to clear the baseline. Okay, the last thing you want is a player on the court to get hurt by tripping over a player off the court. So they're moving those players into the stands, a little bit of a delay. Both coaches liking this, I'm sure about that. Gives them a chance to make some adjustments, calm the troops down, and get them ready for the first overtime. You know, the guys for Fordham Prep are doing a really good job. Mustafa, who has right now 11, 12 points. And then, of course, Matt Filipowski, who himself has 16 points. And then on the Iona Prep side, you know, I think the guy that is doing a really super job for them is Aiden Hildebrand. You know, he's got almost a little bit over 20 points. So that's what we have to worry about. Of course, Coach Damian Shore kidding with Coach Downey about a delay of game, which we know that he wouldn't call. Well, hopefully he wouldn't call. but no, he wouldn't. Water being spilled on the floor over by where the Fordham Prep fans are. Now that we're in overtime, we have a little bit of a raucous crowd there. And clearly, and this is what happens when you do play at Fordham Prep, clearly you have a Fordham Prep crowd. So, if our cameras are on, cleaning up over there is Coach Omar Ward, head coach of the JV. You know, Fordham Prep is unique that all three head coaches, varsity, JV, and freshmen, all three coaches played here at the Prep. Nihad Musovic played at the Prep, graduated around 2003, had a nice career at Fordham University. Coach Ward graduated from the Prep, and so did Coach Downey. As we start with the tap, again, Hildebrand with the basket. We have a little bit of reverse action here, man-to-man. Let's see what they call down here. It could go either way. Elbows were high. Aiden Hildebrand has been given the job of covering Matt Filipowski. He's really working hard down there, but it's a tough match. Aiden's 6'5", and you know Matt's, I'm just gonna say, a little bigger at 6'9". You know, Aiden's a guard, and Matt is clearly a post player. Not a lot of post players around, but you know Matt Filipowski makes the 2 free throws. So we're all tied at 62 with about 3.5 minutes left to go in this game. Gonzalez with the ball. Over to Dukes, to Green, back to Dukes. They're trying to reverse it, get a little action of a flash from the weak side from the baseline. The 3 from Hildebrand, he misses, but the rebound by Rubin. Penetration and a nice job by Gonzalez going to his left. Russo pushing the ball up the floor. Omni goes to the pole, and he makes it really nice. Really, he just kissed the rim. Filipowski having a problem with his left ankle. Don't know if he stepped on somebody, if it's his ankle or his knee. Trying to come back in transition. Now the problem for Fordham Prep is that the trainer has come on the floor, so Matt has to come out. So McStay is in the game again. Let's see now what Iona Prep does. You know, will they try to get the ball to Green with McStay on him? Fordham stays in that matchup zone, so they don't have to worry about the Green-McStay matchup. Duke's on the ball, top of the key. Gonzalez in the right wing. Back to Green with McStay. Green tries to go. Gets it up, but can't get it to go in. Hildebrand with the rebound, knocked out of his hands by Randy Fulton. And Fulton trying to save it, but can't. We got 2:27 left to go with a tie game. New shot clock for the Gales. Nice little head fake. Oh, Green missed that one. He'll make that one a little bit later on, but Mustafa trying to push the ball up against 2 guys that are just right off his leg. Before Hildebrand made a nice play, and Green dished it off to Green. Green just couldn't get it in. Again, Fordham Prep back to the matchup. Iona Prep just moving cutters through and trying to attack the corners. Foul, Iona Prep. I'm going to say the foul was on a Green. I could be wrong on that, but I think it was. Little push off with him and Filipowski. Again, these guys are really fighting in the post. You know, it might be a non-league game, but there's a lot of bragging rights here. Russo comes up, decides, let's run something. Gets it to Fulton. Okay, Filipowski trying to post up. Russo back to Fulton. Fulton penetrates. The running one-hander gets it. Filipowski with the rebound to his brother, Kyle. Now Mustafa calms everybody down. And let's run some stuff. Coach Downey making the call. They're running a high post. Looking for the back door on the strong side. Don't have it. Iona doing a great job denying that. Little pick and roll action. Rousseau with a three. Probably uncalled for, but that's okay. Duke's pushing it up. Rubin with the ball. Oh, a little bit of a slap down there. Jones missed the baby. And so we're still tied with 1:12 left. Timeout for the Prep. Okay. So the ball will be taken out on the sideline a little bit by the Fordham Prep bench. Pretty aggressive right now in terms of the guys playing. Coach Alvarado making that point right now to Damian Shaw, our referee, just telling him, hey, you got to call something there. Both teams in the bonus, so anything called off the ball, that's going to put somebody to the free throw line. And that could be the key to our game. So now we're going to see what Iona does. They've been in man this whole game, so I'm sure they're going to stay there. It'll be interesting to see if he switches that. I would think that Coach Alvarado's a little bit afraid of letting Fordham Prep shooters get open. Fordham's got 26 seconds on the shot clock. So we probably have about 3 to 4 more possessions left in this game. Okay. So we have a sidelines out of bounds play right in front of me. And this actually works for Fordham Prep. It gives them a little spacing so they could go right into the backcourt, which I think they're going to do. We'll see what they do here. And, of course, they do it with Abni. So Abni Mustafa with the ball going up to the right. A little post screening action, high-low. And there's your foul. So Hildebrand just trying to reach in, I think, a little bit on Matt Filipowski. Now we're going to send Filipowski to the line for the 1-on-1. Nice job by Fordham Prep, getting the ball over and getting the post entry. Filipowski hits the first one. Got a nice little top spin there that hits the front of the rim, goes in. The second one, this is big. And he hits the back of the rim, perfect. So, 2-point lead, Fordham Prep, 66-64. Less than a minute to go in the game. Fordham Prep in the matchup. It's got to be a 2. We have a foul. Rubin shot an air ball. Filipowski with the rebound. He gets fouled. Gonzalez is complaining a little bit. But, if you're Iona Prep, this is what you want. It's a 2-point game. Filipowski going for the Kyle Filipowski going to shoot the 1-on-1. He's got to make at least one of these to put pressure on Iona. Give him a 3-point lead. If he makes 2 of these, it becomes a 2-possession game, which would be perfect for the Prep. And so Coach Alvarado calls a timeout. He's reminding his guys, hey, obviously the game's not over, even if he makes both free throws. And the game now is 68-64. It's a 2-possession game. Especially since Iona Prep can pick up full court and give Fordham Prep some hard time with the pressure. So for Fordham, the key is here. The key is simple. Make the 2 free throws and then don't allow Iona Prep to get a quick basket. If they make both free throws, Iona definitely has to go for a 2. They shouldn't be looking for the 3. It's a 2-possession game. So we'll see what happens here. Crowd is pretty loud. Fordham Prep, pretty good student body here. And they should be. A Fordham Prep Iona Prep game is a big deal. 4 o'clock start on a Tuesday afternoon. It doesn't get any better in the CHSA with this non-league game. So Kyle Filipowski on the line for the 1-and-1. Fordham Prep not putting anybody on the line with him. you know, Coach Downey's fear is he just doesn't want to give Iona the chance to push it up, nor do you want anyone going over the back. I understand that. That's a good way to think. And it's my mistake. I thought it was a 1-and-1. I was informed by our crackerjack staff that it was, sitting next to me, but no, 2 free throws. Makes the second, 3-point game. And I still think Iona really should look quickly for a 2, not settle for the 3. We'll see what they do. Of course, Iona does have shooters, so penetration and a kick. Gonzalez will look to penetrate, and that's what they're not doing right now. Penetrate, kick, well, he's gonna go for the 2. Foul on the floor. Fordham Prep foul. They're gonna call it on Alex Russo. Now, the bad thing for Fordham Prep right now is that Iona's got to be really Iona's going to be looking to set their press. So the best time to set it is off a free throw, obviously. The other thing Fordham's got to be concerned about is not giving the second shot, not giving up a rebound here. Ronald Green Jr. on the line. Very poised. He's getting yelled at by the Fordham fans. And he makes both of them. Really super job. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Ball's in. Timeout. We have a timeout called by the coach, Steve Alvarado of Iona Prep. We have a 1-point game, 67-66. Say Fordham Prep has 2 timeouts left. That's big. Iona Prep has 1 left. So Fordham can certainly waste the timeout here, and I don't want to call waste, but use a timeout here on the inbounds. You know, if they can't get it in, they can use the timeout. They could use the timeout if any of their guys get in trouble with the ball. And of course, Coach Downey can call that timeout. So that makes a big difference. Iona has 1 timeout left. So Iona's going to press. I suspect what they'll do is they'll go for this. They'll try to get the 5-second count. They'll deny, and if they can't get it, they're trapped. And if Fordham Prep breaks the trap, they'll foul. But there's 25 seconds left to go in the game, so there's a lot of time here, especially since it's a 1-point game. Fordham Prep up 67-66. Now, interesting. And this tells you how good these kids are. Both Filipowski brothers are in. So Coach Downey has a lot of confidence in him. The 2 big guys are at midcourt. Look for them to come flashing to the line. They're good free throw shooters. They're big target. Ball goes out of bounds and then back inbounds. Mustafa with it, trying to kill the time. They need to get spacing here for the Prep. All right, so it's down now to 18.8 seconds. Mustafa has to make free throws here. Making 2 doesn't ice the game, but making 2 makes it very difficult for Iona Prep because it becomes a 3-point game. All the Fordham Prep guys are back. Again, Iona Prep has the 3-point shooters. We're in the double bonus. So, second shot would put Fordham up by 2. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem. The ball looked like it hit the rim. Referee called a violation. Don't understand that one at all. And now the Iona coaches are correctly pointing out that the clocked move. All right. So it goes from 17.2 to 18.8. Correct decision by Jared Jacobson. But the issue here is, did the ball hit the front of the rim? I thought it did. They're saying it did. It could be a big deal, but right now you just got to shake that off if you're Fordham Prep. So now it's a 1-point game. Right now Fordham Prep looks like they're going to do a little bit of a scramble. Run and jump. Put a little pressure on Iona so they can't run anything. Gonzalez with, I'm sorry, it's not Gonzalez with the ball. It was Marquise Duke. Now Gonzalez with the ball. Hildebrand with it. We're going to have a foul on somebody. I don't know who. See what the referees call. A little confusion here. Could have been a walk called. Could have been a jump ball called. So it's going to be Iona Prep ball. Underneath, they said the coach called a timeout. This is one of the difficulties with that rule, is that the coaches can call it. And so you can see the plays moving and not think the timeout's being called, and yet the referee knows the coaches did. So, to summarize, 2.9 seconds left to go in this game. Fordham Prep leads Iona Prep 67-66. We're in the first overtime. Iona Prep doesn't have any timeouts left. That's important. They got to inbound the ball. They can't use the timeout there. Fordham Prep, I think, has 2 timeouts left. That's important for them too, because with 2.9 seconds left, any loose ball, anything that's crazy, that might help them. So Fordham Prep goes 2-3 zone. Will they match up into man right away? Will they stay in 2-3? Will they wait for the ball comes out? We got Keyshaw Jones and Ron Green outside. So you know there's going to be an alley-oop to one of these 2 guys. See how they work it. Great job by Kyle Filipowski. Iona was looking to the corner, looking for Will Rubin, the shooter. Filipowski stepped in, stole it, but then he stepped out of bounds. Great play. So now we have 2.1 seconds left. We're going to work the other side. Again, they're looking for the play. We got a foul called on the play. Foul called on the play. Damian Shaw with his fist up. Jared Jacobson talking to him right now. A little bedlam on the court here, discussing what's going on. And of course, the discussion is going to be, was the foul called before the clock went off? And Damian Shaw says no call. Game over. Fordham Prep defeats Iona Prep 67-66. A lot of bedlam. Fordham fans congratulating their team. Iona fans not happy. Some of the Iona fans complaining about the call. If we had instant replay, we could see it, but obviously we don't. But now we have the traditional handshake. All CHSAA teams do. Great game, great win for Fordham Prep, 67-66. You know, at the end of that, Ron Green went up, looked like he got fouled. The big question is, was he fouled before the buzzer went off? Nice job by Jared Jacobson and Damian Shaw in all the confusion to figure this mess out. You know, one of the things we never do is to give credit to the referees. In this case, they did a great job. When you're happy with them, no one really congratulates them. So, 67-66, Fordham Prep defeats Iona Prep. Overtime. Game decided at the very last play. Fans on the floor. Doesn't get any more exciting than this. We were live from the Donnie Walsh Court in the Higgins Gymnasium here at the Fordham Preparatory School. We thank all you people for watching this game, and hopefully we will see you again sometime in the immediate future. Have a very good night, and see you soon.